Dwarf planet Ceres is the largest object in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, and it's the only dwarf planet located in the inner solar system. It was the first member of the asteroid belt to be discovered when Giuseppe Piazzi spotted it in 1801. When NASA's Dawn arrived in 2015, Ceres became the first dwarf planet to receive a visit from a spacecraft. Ceres is named for the Roman goddess of corn and harvests. Ceres is one of the few places in our solar system where scientists would like to search for possible signs of life. Ceres has something a lot of other planets don't: water. If anything does live on Ceres, it's likely to be very small microbes similar to bacteria. With a radius of 296 miles, 476 kilometers, Ceres is 1/13 the radius of Earth. If Earth were the size of a nickel, Ceres would be about as big as a poppy seed. From an average distance of 257 million miles, 413 million kilometers, Ceres is 2.8 astronomical units away from the Sun. 1 astronomical unit, abbreviated as AU, is the distance from the Sun to Earth. From this distance, it takes sunlight 22 minutes to travel from the Sun to Ceres. Ceres takes 1,682 Earth days, or 4.6 Earth years, to make one trip around the Sun. Scientists describe Ceres as an embryonic planet, which means it started to form but didn't quite finish. Nearby, Jupiter's strong gravity prevented it from becoming a fully formed planet. Ceres is more similar to the terrestrial planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, than its asteroid neighbors, but it is much less dense. One of the similarities is a layered interior, but Ceres's layers aren't as clearly defined. Ceres probably has a solid core and a mantle made of water ice. In fact, Ceres could be composed of as much as 25% water. Ceres has a very thin atmosphere, and there is evidence it contains water vapor. The vapor may be produced by ice volcanoes or by ice near the surface sublimating, transforming from solid to gas. Pluto is a complex and mysterious world with mountains, valleys, plains, craters, and glaciers. It is located in the distant Kuiper Belt. In 1930, Venetia Burney of Oxford, England, suggested to her grandfather that the new discovery be named for the Roman god of the underworld. He forwarded the name to the Lowell Observatory, and it was selected. Venetia's interest and success in naming Pluto as a schoolgirl caught the attention of the world and earned her a place in the history of planetary astronomy that lives on. Said Alan Stern, the principal investigator for NASA's New Horizons mission that flew by Pluto on July 14, 2015. The surface of Pluto is extremely cold, so it's unlikely that life could exist there. At such cold temperatures, water, which is vital for life as we know it, is essentially rock-like. Pluto's interior is warmer, however, and some think there could even be an ocean deep inside. The temperature on Pluto can be as cold as -375 to -400 degrees Fahrenheit, or -226 to -240 degrees Celsius. Pluto has an equatorial diameter of about 1,477 miles, 2,377 kilometers, and is about 1/5 the width of Earth. From an average distance of about 3.7 billion miles, 5.9 billion kilometers, Pluto is about 39 times farther away than the Earth is from the Sun. From this distance, it takes sunlight 5.5 hours to travel from the Sun to Pluto. Pluto's orbit around the Sun is unusual compared to the planets. It's both elliptical and tilted. Pluto's 248-year-long oval-shaped orbit can take it as far as 49.3 astronomical units from the Sun, and as close as 30 astronomical units. One day on Pluto takes about 153 hours and also exhibits a retrograde rotation, spinning from east to west like Venus and Uranus. Pluto has 5 known moons: Charon, Nix, Hydra, Kerberos, and Styx. This moon system might have formed by a collision between Pluto and another similar-sized body early in the history of the solar system. Pluto is a member of a group of objects that orbit in a disk-like zone beyond the orbit of Neptune called the Kuiper Belt. This distant realm is populated with thousands of miniature icy worlds. Pluto's tallest mountains are 6,500 to 9,800 feet, 2 to 3 kilometers in height. The mountains are big blocks of water ice, sometimes with a coating of frozen gases like methane. Pluto has a thin, tenuous atmosphere that expands when it comes closer to the Sun and collapses as it moves farther away, similar to a comet. The main constituent is molecular nitrogen, though molecules of methane and carbon monoxide have also been detected. Haumea is an oval-shaped dwarf planet that is one of the fastest rotating large objects in our solar system. The fast spin distorts Haumea's shape, making this dwarf planet look like an egg. Two teams claim credit for discovering Haumea, citing evidence from observations made in 2003 and 2004. The International Astronomical Union's Gazetteer of Planetary Nomenclature lists the discovery location as Sierra Nevada Observatory in Spain on March 7, 2003, but no official discoverer is listed. Haumea is named after the Hawaiian goddess of fertility. With an equatorial diameter of about 1,080 miles, about 1,740 kilometers, Haumea is about 1/7 the width of Earth. From an average distance of 4 billion miles, 6.5 billion kilometers, Haumea is 43 astronomical units away from the Sun. It takes sunlight 6 hours to travel from the Sun to Haumea. Haumea takes 285 Earth years to make one trip around the Sun. As Haumea orbits the Sun, it completes one rotation every 4 hours, making it one of the fastest rotating large objects in our solar system. Haumea has two known moons. Namaka is the inner moon, and Hiaka is the outer moon. Both were discovered in 2005 and named for the mythological daughters of Haumea. Haumea is the first known Kuiper Belt object to have rings. Scientists announced the discovery in 2017 after watching the dwarf planet pass in front of a star. MakeMake is slightly smaller than Pluto and is the second brightest object in the Kuiper Belt as seen from Earth, while Pluto is the brightest. It takes about 305 Earth years for this dwarf planet to make one trip around the Sun. MakeMake was first observed in March 2005 by Michael E. Brown, Chad A. Trujillo, and David Lincoln Rabinowitz at the Palomar Observatory, California. Its unofficial code name was Easter Bunny, Brown said, in honor of the fact that it was discovered just a few days past Easter. MakeMake was named after the Rapa Nui god of fertility. With a radius of approximately 444 miles, 715 kilometers, MakeMake is 1/9 the radius of Earth. MakeMake is 45.8 astronomical units away from the Sun, or 4,253,000,000 miles, 6,847,000,000 kilometers. MakeMake has one provisional moon, S/2015/136472/1, and it's nicknamed MK2. It is more than 1,300 times fainter than MakeMake. MK2 was seen approximately 13,000 miles from the dwarf planet. We can't see too many details of MakeMake's surface from so far away, but it does appear to be a reddish-brownish color, similar to Pluto. Scientists have also detected frozen methane and ethane on its surface. Eris was discovered on January 5, 2005, from data obtained on October 21, 2003, during a Palomar Observatory survey of the outer solar system by Mike Brown, Chad Trujillo, and David Rabinowitz. Here are some key dates in the discovery of Eris. January 8, 2005. Scientists announced they have discovered a Pluto-sized world billions of miles beyond the orbit of Neptune. They nicknamed the tiny world Xena after a fictional television character. September 2005. Scientists announced Xena has a tiny moon, which they nicknamed Gabriella after Xena's sidekick. August 26, 2006. After months of debate about how to classify Eris, the International Astronomical Union votes to change the definition of a planet. The new ruling reclassifies Pluto as a dwarf planet and reduces the number of planets in the solar system to 8. September 14, 2006. The International Astronomical Union, IAU, announces that the dwarf planet known as Xena will be called Eris, after the Greek goddess of discord. With an equatorial diameter of about 1,500 miles, 2,400 kilometers, Eris is about 1/5 the width of Earth. From an average distance of 6.3 billion miles, 10 billion kilometers, Eris is about 68 astronomical units away from the Sun. Eris takes 557 Earth years to make one trip around the Sun. As Eris orbits the Sun, it completes one rotation every 25.9 hours, making its day length similar to ours. Eris has a very small moon called Dysnomia, and has a nearly circular orbit lasting about 16 days. This moon is named after Eris's daughter, the demon goddess of lawlessness. Eris most likely has a rocky surface similar to Pluto. Scientists think surface temperatures vary from about negative 359 degrees Fahrenheit to negative 405 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you liked. Thanks for watching this far. See you next time.